So where does the next Jeff Gordon or Jimmy Johnson come from? Is Kyle Larson on his way to stardom? Well, car owners work hard to find and develop talent. Joe Gibbs Racing is no different. Here's our Bob Dillner with more on that story.
Well, Steve, we could have the next Jimmy Johnson sitting with us at the hub here today. 18-year-old Cody Coughlin and the president of Joe Gibbs Racing, J.D. Gibbs. You're the son of a Super Bowl winning coach. So I want to know, what's the game plan for Cody right now?
Well, we're going to start him off with working racing with ARCA with Venturini. And so hopefully it just grows from there and expands. You know, he's got a great career ahead of him. He's got a pretty neat family, too.
Very funny family. They've been entertaining all of us here on Race Hub today. But, Cody, I want to ask you, because for a lot of people listening to the show today, they might hear the name Coughlin and go, Coughlin, I know that name. The nephew of a 5-time NHRA Pro Stock champion, and your uncles have all driven, and your dad's driven as well. But why oval track racing compared to going straight lining in the NHRA?
Man, I don't know. Drag racing is obviously in my blood, and I guess every time I go out to qualify and spin the tires a little bit, I guess I got a little of that in me. But, you know, I don't really have an exact answer why I chose circle track or oval, but, you know, I enjoy being in the car longer. It's just great, and I love both of them, but oval track caught my attention, and I love it.
It's always a lot of fun to bump and bang with some people, I'm sure. But you heard Danielle Trotta tease up the fact that you guys were here. And we wanted to ask you, you know, what caught your eye about an 18-year-old kid that comes from a drag racing family, and why would you want to get together with him and propel his career in oval track racing?
We've had a lot of drivers come through JGR, and you kind of notice what to look for and realize, hey, this guy has it, this guy struggles. And so we think Cody has it. And we'll find out in the next few years, and that's our hope, and that's what we're pulling for.
And, of course, I've spent some time with you, Cody, and you look at drivers and study them. Who do you most want to emulate to try to propel your career?
Well, at JGR, there's a phenomenal group of drivers with Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, Matt Kenseth, even Bubba Wallace, Sam Hornish Jr., Drew Herring, and Elliott Sadler. Everybody there is just phenomenal. I think when I was growing up younger, I really looked at Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson kind of as the guys that are clean cut, really good on the racetrack. They know what to say in front of the camera. So I looked up to them, but obviously everybody at JGR is a perfect role model, so I think I'm in good shape. Is
that hard to do sometimes as you're trying to make a name for yourself, to make sure not only drive the car, but to say the right thing all times? Oh, it's so important. I mean, on-track performance is a lot of it, but I think a lot of it as well has got to do with, you know, off-track on these shows like this, representing your sponsors well. It's really a sport, but it's also a business, and I'm around great people at JGR and also at Venturini Motorsports to have the right grooming and everything like that to, you know, hopefully represent everything well. I want to know, you got a sharp-looking car behind you, but that's a CRA Super Late model, okay? You tested recently in an ARCA car, a heavier stock car. What are the opinions from both of you? You in the car, how was it? And what did you think of that test, JD?
You know, overall, the guys at Venturini said he did a really good job, which is hard. I was a pretty good race car driver back in the day.
Yeah, your dad fired you, right? Sorry, sorry. That's
what it was. The guys that know say he has a real gift, and so hopefully that we can apply that and go forward with it.
And what about you?
You know, well, it was definitely an experience that I wasn't, you know, used to driving the super late model. But really, I think if you're a race car driver, you kind of just enjoy getting in whatever you can, whether it's a go-kart or an ARCA car. And it was a great experience. It wasn't too much of a learning curve, but obviously as I start to get to racing with people, I'll have to learn and adapt, but it was a great first-time experience.
Couple weeks at Mobile Speedway down in Alabama. You will make your ARCA debut with the team. Good luck this year, and we wish you the best.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Cody Coughlin, one of the up-and-coming stars of our sport. You're going to hear a lot about him, Steve.